Shaylee here. So this video is going to be about flying solo with a toddler. So this year in medical school, Ethan started doing his clinical rotations, and in August he was going to be in OB-GYN, which is one of the busier rotations, so we decided, why don't Corin and I just go home for a visit for a couple weeks, because we wouldn't really be seeing Ethan very much anyways. So we got our tickets and got it all set. But honestly, leading up to it, I was really nervous about flying alone with Corin. Corin's a great kid, but as anyone with a toddler can attest, they are so busy. Corin just runs around all the time and is very high energy, and it's about a 4.5 hour plane ride to Washington. So just being stuck in a seat or even in an aisle in the plane just really made me nervous because I didn't know how Corin would react. So I did a lot of research leading up to it, and so I just wanted to make a video kind of what I found, what I did, and I hope you find it helpful. One of the most helpful tips that I read when I was looking around online for suggestions was getting a gate pass for your husband or family member to go through security with you into the gate. I did not know that you could do this, but when we got to the ticket counter, we just requested to have a gate pass for my husband to help me through security, and they had no problem giving it. So that was a lifesaver. It was so nice to have the extra hands of my husband. He helped obviously get the laptop out and all the stuff out of the backpack that had to come out and get the stroller collapsed. And so basically all I had to do was get Corin through. So that was really nice. I'm so glad that we were able to do that. Now in my research I found that pretty much everyone said basically, which makes sense, you know, you can't bring enough food or entertainment. And so I tried to kind of keep along those lines. I brought lots and lots of food. I had those Go-Go Squeeze pouches and Cheerios, graham crackers, fruit snacks, what else? Probably a couple other things, but I brought plenty of each. So I threw those all in a gallon-sized Ziploc bag so I could just take it out easily when we went through security, and it wouldn't hold us up anymore. So this is my laptop backpack. I've had it for years, but it worked really well as a carry-on / diaper bag for us during this trip. I had my laptop. It has a little laptop pouch, so I did bring my laptop just because I wasn't obviously planning on using it, but we don't really trust it going through the airport, so I wanted to bring it with me. So one of the things that I purchased, especially for this trip, was the Magnadoodle, and it ended up being a lot larger than I thought it was. The measurements that were on the website were actually for the screen part, not the entire part. So basically, as you can see here, it took up the entire length of the backpack, and honestly we didn't even get this out because we had to stash this under the seat in front of us, obviously, and there's no way that we would have been able to have room to get this out and use it. So I mean, it's a cool toy, so I'm glad that we have it now, but we did not use this at all on the plane trip. Another thing I purchased especially for this trip is a diaper clutch. This is the J.J. Cole diaper clutch, and it's really nice. I'm so glad that I got this. It's nice and large when you unfold it, and you have room for wipes and probably about 3. These are size 5 diapers, so plenty just to get us through, you know, a few hours. So that worked out super well, and you just fold it right back up and put it in clutch mode. I kind of made Corin just a little toy bin, kind of, just with random things. I put a calculator in it just in case he'd want to play with it. He played with this a little bit, but he really wasn't too interested in it. I put in some pipe cleaners with some penne pasta, so he could work on his dexterity and put the pasta on the pipe cleaner. And he actually really enjoyed this, surprisingly. This was one of the things I found on a website, one of the activities to bring, and it kept him busy for, you know, 10 to 15 minutes, which in 1.5-year-old land is, you know, pretty long time. And I also brought a couple different colors of sticky notes along with a few crayons. So this was probably the best thing that I brought. We got a bunch of stickies out and put them everywhere, and he enjoyed coloring on them. So this kept him busy for quite a while. He really enjoyed sticking things and unsticking them and coloring, so he really enjoyed that. I also bought this from the dollar store. Has a light in it. He really wasn't too interested in this. Also, I brought a car. He wasn't too interested in that. One of the best things that I bought were window clings. This particular set, I cut them up from the main sheet so that we could just get one at a time if we wanted. So this is just like a school window cling set. So he doesn't really like the feel of these, but he enjoyed playing with it with our window, and kept him busy for quite a while. And it's just kind of fun to stick and peel off and stick and peel off. So another one of my purchases was this pill box, and Corin absolutely loved this. We would place Cheerios in all of the compartments, and he would open them one by one and eat the Cheerios out of them and then close them again and just open and close them. He absolutely loved this thing. So this was an amazing $5 investment. We dropped it a couple times, and 2 of the compartments, as you can see, will not close. So I also brought several books, probably about 4 or 5 or so. Corin absolutely loves reading books, so I got a couple of new books, and this was one of his new books, and he absolutely loved this one. Would highly recommend this book. It's got flaps. He loves opening all the flaps. So we had plenty of books to keep us occupied. We read through them several times. Now, one of the other things I brought, this is one of his loveys. We actually have 3 of them, and so we brought this on the plane with us, and I'm so glad that we did. It just was another little comfort tool for him. And that's pretty much it for the entertainment realm. I guess I actually had some videos downloaded on my phone as well, some Baby Einstein videos, so we watched some of those as well. Some of the other things I purchased were some disinfectant wipes. These were great. As soon as we got sat down in our seat, I kind of wiped down everywhere that Corin would possibly touch. So I'm so glad that I got these so that we could hopefully stay as germ-free as we could. I brought some Kleenexes just in case. I also bought for myself this is the cheapest little wallet that I could find at Target. And the reason being is I have a huge wallet, and I didn't really want the trouble of, trying to find my ID or cash or credit card or anything. So I just put what we needed in here, like his birth certificate for the airlines, my ID, credit card, some cash. That was pretty much all I had in here, and I'm so glad that I did, because it was so convenient and so easy to have everything right there and ready to go, rather than having to dig through my huge wallet for it. Some of the other things that I packed were 2 extra sets of clothes for Corin. His diaper hardly ever leaks nowadays, but when we were at the airport going through security, he actually leaked through his clothes. And so I was so glad we just got through security, and I changed him and everything, and we still had 1 more set, but I'm definitely glad that I brought extra clothes. And I even brought an extra shirt for me just in case, because you never know how blowouts go. But I never ended up needing that, but it always helps to have extra clothes for everyone. And I also brought him and one of those Aiden and I muslin blankets. And I brought this kind of hoping that he would take a nap on me if I covered him up and gave him his lovey. He never did. And I'm really not surprised. He likes sleeping in his crib, and that's what he's used to. But he enjoyed being covered up for a little bit. So we didn't really use it much, but it was there if we needed it. And then, of course, so I had my diaper clutch stashed with 3 diapers or so, but I also brought extra diapers and wipes just because I didn't know you never know with little kids what they're going to be doing. So I wanted to bring extra. So I probably had about 5 or 6 extra diapers and an extra small thing of wipes as well. And one more thing I forgot to recommend is getting to the airport in plenty of time in advance. And we were there about 2 hours, so the normal time that they recommend before your flight, 2 hours before our flight. And by the time we got to the ticket counter and security, we were needing to board as soon as we walked up to the gate, so we had no leeway. I was really hoping to let Corin run around a little bit to run off some of his energy, but we were literally boarding as soon as we walked up to the gate. So obviously it's never fun sitting around for 4 hours in a flight, but Corin did absolutely amazing. I was so incredibly proud of him. And I know that definitely, having lots of food, lots of activities helped him. So those are the tips I have for flying solo with a toddler. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.